Welcome back to Fit for Life. Do you feel like exercising? I do, so you have to do it with me. Once you get started, you're okay, right? It's just thinking about it. Today we're going to talk about and do some exercises for your abdomen, the abdomen. A broad definition of your abdomen would be most of your torso, right? That would be your abdomen, your hips, your mid and lower back, rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, your obliques on the side, and your diaphragm that we use for breathing, right? Strong abs will improve your balance. That's one of the main reasons we're doing it today. But it does have a whole nother muscle group that needs to be exercised. And if you do strengthen it, your exercises will be easier. You're strengthening your whole torso, your lower back, as I said before. So they do improve balance, your stability, where you are in space, and your posture. Now, you know I'm a nut for posture. So how are you sitting right now? Sitting up straight? Are you really relaxed like this? Look at the difference. Let's sit up straight. Doesn't this look better, right? Yeah. An example of an abdominal exercise would be the bridge. Now, if any of you have taken a yoga class, you probably know what the bridge is. You're lying on your back and you lift your bottom up, and that tightens your abdomen, tightens and tones also your quadriceps. But today we're going to warm up a little bit, just a little bit to music. We haven't done this for a while. It's called In the Mood, and I know you've heard this before. So let's get ready. You're seated. You have your water. We're not using weights today. Turn that right on. Get ready to exercise. Clasp your hands. Let's do a little stretch first. Way up now. And way up again. Good. And you're going to just kick. Kick. You're strengthening your quads when you do this. Good. And kick. Kick. Do you feel that in your abdomen, right? Bet you didn't know that. Keep kicking. Good. Now lift your knee up. 1 and 2. You can feel it. Lift it up. Get it up as high as you can. Up. 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 Feels good. Let's do it with the arms. Good. Now you're going to kick your leg and cross. Touch your knee. Over. Your leg is straight. You're kicking out straight. Good. Bottom. Now let's do knee up and out. The other knee. Up and out. Up. I know you're getting tired of doing this, but you're also strengthening, and that's important. Let's do just a few more. Up and out. Up. How about 2 more? Can you do it? Up and sitting straight. Don't forget. Last one now. Good. Now reach way up to the corner and the other corner. You're not going to fall off the chair because hopefully you have an arm on your chair. Up. Good. Good. Legs out straight. You're going to point your toes back, out, back and out. Sit up straight. Get your back away from the back of the chair. You can bounce your legs a little if you want. And where do you feel that? In your abdomen, your lower back. You're also stretching your ankles, the calf muscle, the whole foot. Keep going. Good. Wonderful. Couple more. Last set. Yes. Legs down. Now lift up and cross over and lift. The other side. Up, over, up. Easy. Up, over, up, and up, over and up. Again. Up. Cross. One more time. Up. Good. Now reach to the side this time. Over. Reach. Reach. Over. The music is getting softer. I hope you can feel it. If not, just follow me along. Good. Over. Reaching. Reaching. Good. All right. Now both legs out. Let's do an under, over. Use your arms this time. Again, tightening your abdomen. Strengthening your lower back. It's fast, I know. I don't know why the music seems faster today, but it does, doesn't it? Under and over. Good. Great. Now, up again and kick. Up and kick, and up and kick. Good, and up and kick. Now use your arms for the last few. Up, out. We're warming up here, warming the muscles up so we don't injure them, right? And up. Don't forget the grand finale. Woo! You're supposed to make that noise. All right, relax, grab some water. We're going to stand up and we're going to do some standing abdominal exercises, and I think you're going to enjoy them. They're not difficult. I don't think they are anyway. Let's take another little rest so I can read our thought for the day. Here's the first one. Age puzzles me. I thought it was a quiet time. I did too, actually. My 70s were interesting and fairly serene, but my 80s are passionate. I grow more intense as I age. And you know who said that? Florida Scott Maxwell. She's an author. I had a lot to say about aging. We have one more that I think you might enjoy. It says, life is a combination of magic and pasta, of fantasy and of reality. Opposites, right? And that was director Federico Fellini. I'm sure you've seen one of his movies through the years. So let's all stand up, but try to remember almost every time you get up, it depends on where you're seated, I'm sure, try to get up without holding on. I said, please remember to tell them that, because this is a really good way of strengthening your quadriceps. Try not to hold on like this. If it's really difficult for you to get up, hands right here and push into your legs. But try to get up without holding on, all right? Let's warm up just a little bit, and let's just swing our leg. Let's get a nice stretch in our hip, which is part of that whole abdominal area. Good. Good. Now let's do the other side, just to loosen up that hip area a little bit. Good. All right. Now I think it's time to turn off the music. There we go. The first one we do is very easy. We did it in the chair, and all you're going to do is just lift your knee up. If you need to hold on, that's okay. Lift the knee up. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Put it down and lift that knee up. When you do that, you do tighten this area just a little bit. All right, again, lift it up and hold it. Good. And put it down and hold it. Now, if you want to try doing it without holding on, just do it. Even if you just lift it up a couple of inches like this, see how much you can do. Lift that heel up, and we'll do the other side. This is my weaker leg, so I always have trouble getting up there, but once I get up there, I can usually stay there for a couple of minutes anyway, right? So we're going to lift up again. Easy stuff, but something you wouldn't ordinarily do during the day, would you? So now we're just strengthening and toning the quadriceps, tightening and toning your abdominal area. Some people call it the belly, the tummy. Your stomach is up here. Some people think the stomach is down here. It isn't. So just lifting up a couple of times more. All right, and up. Good. Now just stand away from the chair a little bit. We're going to bend those knees. Now this isn't particularly for the abdomen, but it is great for function. Just being able to bend the knees, reaching forward, strengthens the quadriceps. And they say it's one of the most important exercises for seniors. Great for balance, all right? Now, why don't we get behind the chair? We're going to do basically the same thing. I think you might be surprised at how easy these are. It's just taking the time to do it. Did you get a walk-in today? Wouldn't that be great if you could all say, yes, we did. All right, let's go out to the side now and bring it down. So we want to work the sides also. The obliques are on the side. Rectus abdominis, remember, is here. So let's lift, hold it up there for a few seconds. Let go with one hand. Can you balance there? Balance, balance, good. Keep balancing if you can. Let's do the other side. Out to the side. Good. How you doing on this one? Couldn't be easier. But then when you stay there for a couple of seconds, you can start to feel that, right? So out, bring it back, out, bring it back, out, bring it back, out, and bring it back. Now we're going to bend the knees just a little bit. Lift your heels up. This is one of the exercises we do to strengthen the lower leg for balance, right? Bend those knees again. So I'm just taking this opportunity to do that. So let's try it again. Just lift the leg out to the side. Good, strengthening all the time. Can you get it up a little bit higher? Let's try the other side. Out to the side, out to the side. Good. Wonderful. Let's try the other side one more time. Holding it out there, let go with one hand. See if you can do both hands. Keep that out there. Good. Whoops. The other side, just lift. Even if you can only do a little bit down here, but see if you can hold that out there. That will do a lot to keep you balanced, keep you upright. We don't want to take a fall. We hear that a lot as we age, don't we? That people have taken a fall. You don't want to be the one. Let's touch to the back. And then we're going to lift up. Stay right there. Good. Hold that. Hold that. Good. Liz, I lost it, honey.
Oh.
It's going to be a perfect cut though because I didn't start this one yet.
Okay, one moment.
Yeah, that's too bad, Liz, huh? Of all days. Yeah. I was going to try to remember it all, but then I get kind of, All right.
All right, begin again.
Okay. All right. Now here's what we're going to do next. You're just going to touch the toe to the back and lift, and then pull yourself up nice and straight. And see if you can stay there for a few seconds. Let go with one hand. Balance, balance, balance. Good. On the other side, just touch to the back. But try to keep that posture going, all right? Let go, let go, let go. Whoops. Keep going, keep going. I'm concentrating, can you tell? Good. One more time. Touch to the back and lift, and just touch again and bring the foot back. So you're going to touch to the back and lift. You're going to feel that in your glutes, which is also kind of the whole ab area here. Lifting up, good. Let's do another one. Touch to the back and lift and hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. And back. So you're strengthening your lower back also. Touching, lifting, strengthening, improving your posture at the same time. Good. We're going to bring that foot back and you're going to bend your knees again. Great. Did you hear that crunch? Wonderful. All right. Now we're going to do something else to stretch the sides. We've done a lot for this part. Let's do a little bit. And I think you might like this one. You can stay behind the chair if you want to, or come to the side of the chair. Either way is fine. Just drop those arms down. Open your feet a little bit. And let's just lean and lift your elbow. That would be your right elbow. Doesn't matter, either side, because you're going to alternate anyway. Just slide that hand down. Try to lift that elbow up and stay there. So this is good for balance too, but now you're stretching all of this area, all the abdominal area, the oblique area especially, lifting that elbow up, sliding down, because those muscles get sore in there from working and lifting and all the things that we do, changing beds, shopping. Good. So technically very easy to do, sliding the hand down, lifting the elbow up, up, and up. Pay attention to how you feel. Make sure your weight is on the front part of the foot, not on the heels, because we don't want you to go back, right? And coming back up straight, and you're going to lift the opposite elbow and slide that hand down. The longer you stay here, the more you'll be able to slide that hand down. Good. Terrific. And then we'll bring the arms up. Let's relax for a minute, though. This is an easy stretch. It's a stretch, but it's just kind of a swing back and forth. This is good for the waist, and the waist is part of the abdomen, the abdominal area. How does that feel? Now, if it makes you dizzy to turn your head, don't do it. Easy, right? Just do what you can. Any movement, almost any movement is better than sitting all day and just not being active. Don't stay too stationary, okay? Wonderful. Now there's an exercise called, it's an energy medicine exercise. It's supposed to be one of the oldest exercises that they have found on walls and things in caves. It's called Heaven and Earth. We are calling it Heaven and Earth. And what you do is you reach way up with one arm and way down with the other. And try to make a palm flat here. So palm up to the ceiling, palm down to the floor. Make sure your weight is forward so you can lift those knees. I'm sorry, lift your heels. If you can't lift your heels when you do this, you're too far back. And we don't want you to fall, all right? So it's reaching up and reaching down on the opposite side. It's called Heaven and Earth. It's going to make us taller. What do you think? See how tall it made me? All right, one hand down and the other up, up, up. Palm flat or as flat as you possibly can make it. So you're reaching up, up, and down. And I thought you might like this one. It's not too difficult. Good. And then we'll come back, all right? I'd like to do now a little bit of an all-over stretch for the body. So you're going to bend your knees, lift your arms back, and then up, and then back. We'll just end standing up exercises like this today. Just getting a good all-over stretch. Wonderful. Up again, and down, and up. Good. And down. Wonderful. We're going to sit down now, and we're going to continue to exercise here, strengthening the abdomen. Coming forward in your chair, arms out. You can clasp your hands if you want. I'm going to give you a minute to rest. Grab a little water. We've been kind of busy today, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hands on your knees, but try to get as far as you can without falling off the chair, right? Sitting up straight, clasping, feet flat. Let's take a breath in first, up through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly go back. It's easy to just fall back, but we don't want to do that. So let's slide back nice and easy until you hit the chair. But this is great to tighten all of this, and I'm pretty sure most of us have that problem. I mean, if you're over 50, 60, 70, 80, it just wants to settle right there, doesn't it? So let's sit up straight again, clasping or doing this or that, whatever you want to do. We're going to breathe up through the nose and out through the mouth, and you're kind of tightening that area a little bit. And as you go back, try to keep your feet flat on the floor. Back slowly. How does that feel? Tough, huh? Let's sit up straight, hands on your knees. Don't ever neglect your posture, even when you're exercising. So let's pull ourselves up, shoulders down, good. And now I'm just gonna look straight ahead here. You're gonna drop your chin down, just stretching the upper body a little bit. You know, you get a little tense when you're exercising and you're not used to doing things like this every day. All right. Again, just come back to the front, looking straight ahead, and you're going to turn that head as far back as you can. And then to the other side. Good. So we're just taking a moment to relax and stretch and loosen up. And then we'll come back slowly. And let's do the ear drop. Let the ear drop or your head come right down toward the shoulder. Don't lift the shoulder up. Then we will go to the other side. Good. Feels tight, isn't it? Doesn't it? It does. And then we'll come back up. Close your eyes if you want to. Mine just closed naturally because I find this so relaxing. And then you're going to bring your head up. And then one more time to the other side. So this is just to kind of stretch your neck. And drop your chin down one more time. And then bring your head back up. Wonderful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the spine out a little bit, because that's what we've been using, both standing up and seated, is using our spine and our body today and our torsos. So we're going to stretch the spine, and it stretches basically in 4 different ways. So we're going to come forward. This is called spinal flexion. We're bringing 2 points closer together. So we're going to drop forward. All right, good. Just drop down. Keep your head up if you have to. You don't ever have to drop your head down. So this is called spinal flexion. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit closer. Can you grab your ankles, flatten your back out? See how that feels. Not bad. Some of you might not be able to do this, but that's okay. You can grab here, or you can grab right here again on your knees. Pull yourself up straight, and then pull those shoulders down. Wonderful. So the spine now, we know it can come forward, it can stretch. Let's do spinal extension. We're going to clasp the hands together, bring those arms up. We're extending the spine, we're elongating the spine. So that cervical, that upper curve kind of flattens out a little bit when you do this. So palms together, facing each other. They don't have to be together. And you're going to reach up, up, up as far as you can and bring it down. So we're stretching mostly the sides, aren't we? The sides of the torso. All right? And reaching all the way up. So we've done a lot of work today for the upper body and then the torso itself. Good. So we know now that the spine can flex, it can extend, it can also twist. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to take this hand and just swing it over to the back of the chair. Now, if you can't do that, you can probably at least do this and pull yourself around. Just pull yourself around. If it hurts, if you hear strange noises, you could just stop and watch us, right? Good. We'll come back slowly. Now this time we're going to do it with the breath. You're going to breathe up first. And when you exhale, you're going to bring that arm across. See if you can grab the back of the chair. See how that feels. Perfect for posture. It's a great stretch for your sides, the oblique muscles. Also good for your waist. So let's try it again. You're going to breathe up, all the way up, and then you're going to exhale and just switch around. Grab that chair and look back too. Don't forget to look back. And then relax. Let's do one more. Breathing up through the nose, expanding a little bit the abdomen, right? This is the yoga breath that we do, the meditative breath. And then you're going to turn, and you're probably already turning because that's what we did before. Pull yourself around, good, and then we'll come back. Now the spine can also bend. So we're going to bend our spine. You ready? Good. Take this hand, bring it across, grab the opposite arm, reaching up, 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 feet flat. You're going to reach up as you bend, all right? This is not a stretch, but this is reaching up and over. I love this one. It's easy to do, and I feel like I'm really doing something good for myself. Reaching up the whole time. Wonderful. And then we'll come back and you're going to cross. Let's take a breath up again as we lift that arm up, 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 and bring it over. How does that feel? Oh yeah, that feels wonderful. I hope it does. I mean, if you've never exercised in your life, you might feel it, right? Up and over. Good. Terrific. And then we'll come back. All right. Let's clasp the hands together. Turn them over, sitting up nice and straight, and we're just going to push. We're going to do a little bit for the posture now, too, because you know I'm always talking about posture and balance, and good posture contributes to balance, too, as well as strength, right? And then we'll come back, and you're going to push up. Just lift those arms up. Now, while you're up here, you can see I'm kind of scrunched here. Pull the shoulders down, and you're going to feel more of a stretch across your upper back. And just do a little bit of a twist. A little bit of a twist, okay? Another way to stretch is to hold on with one hand, make a fist, and just reach down and see if you can touch the floor. Most of you can do it if you let your fingers come out here, but make a fist and see if you can get your hand down to the floor. No fingers. And then we'll come back. So we're going to make a fist and just lean and reach over. How does that feel? I think it's kind of, maybe it's just kind of too easy, huh? This is an easy one. Cross your arms. Do another nice stretch. Good. And pull yourself forward. I love this one. It feels good. Feel like I'm hugging myself. Great feeling. And then we'll come back up. Now I'd like you to take your arms or your hands, clasp them behind your neck, sitting up straight. And let's get those elbows back as far as you can. Doesn't that feel good? I like this one too. I guess I just like to exercise. So we'll go back and forth. I mean, you feel as though you've really done something for yourself. You've improved your circulation, which is really important as we get older. Lots of things are important. Love it, love it, love it. And now we're going to come back. What I'd like you to do, sitting nice and tall, try to hold the abdomen in a little bit. I mean, you should still be able to breathe when you do this. And what I'd like you to do is get those elbows out and push your head back into your hands gently. Pay attention to how that feels. If it feels funny or if it hurts, you're not going to do it. But this will also strengthen your neck. We want to be able to hold up our heads by ourselves, right? Because again, with aging, we tend to come forward and then we get lazy and then the neck gets weak and everything else gets weak. So keep that in mind. But I'm just giving you a lot of different things that do a lot for different parts of the body. Sometimes one exercise does 3 or 4 things, so I want you to pay attention to that. Now, I want you to just close your eyes and sit back for a minute. Push those legs forward. Good. Let your chin drop right down. And just try to do nothing. Put your arms on the arms of the chair, palms up. We're going to do just a couple of yoga breaths here to relax and release and just let go of the tension that's in the muscles and maybe the tension in your thoughts. So let's take a breath together. Remember, your eyes are closed unless that's uncomfortable. So breathing up through your nose, up, 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 good, and hold for 2 seconds. And breathe out through your mouth. Now, as you breathe out, as you exhale, let your chin drop down. Oh, that feels very good. It's just so nice to do this breathing. Helps me to sleep sometimes. If I've got 15 things on my mind when I go to bed, this will clear the mind a little bit. Let's take another breath together, up through the nose. And my head just kind of comes up naturally. And then we'll breathe out again. And before we go to sleep, I better say goodbye and see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.